And welcome everyone to a Big Ten Network Chat. I'm Andy Katz, pleased to be joined by Illinois' Ayo Dosunmu with the big announcement over the weekend, deciding that he was returning to Illinois and college basketball for another season. And by the way, it's been a banner season, or banner weekend, I should say, in the Big Ten. Everyone but Xavier Tillman, who was on the fence, coming back to the Big Ten. It's going to be loaded. We'll talk about that in a moment. First, Ayo, what went into your decision to return to Illinois?
A lot went into my decision. A lot. I sat and talked to my family thoroughly. I'm looking over the pros and cons, and ultimately, I know my worth. I know what I'm capable of. So we decided that the best for me was to come back my junior year and show everything that I've been working on and my gains and my weight, my gains in the weight room, and of course on the court. So just being able to, just to prove to myself that I can get better each and every day, get better than I was yesterday, and to come back and win national championship, that definitely all factored into my decision.
You know, Ayo, you clearly put some thought into this decision because you're the only one that had a video about it. So obviously you knew what you were going to do at least a couple of days before. Take me through the thought process of even producing that kind of hype video for yourself to make that announcement.
Yeah, actually I had two versions of my video. So I made two versions of the ending. So when I decided, whenever it was, I could just drop it. But yeah, the video, just if you listen thoroughly to the video, it just explains that, you know, I don't want to be good. I want to be great. I'm chasing greatness. Like I said in the video, I'm chasing greatness. I have goals and aspirations that I am chasing to try to achieve, which is winning the Bob Cousy Award, being the best point guard in the country, winning a national championship, and then winning the Big Ten championship. So you watch the video. That's what I'm chasing. That's what I'm trying to do. Be the best at my position, win the Big Ten, and win national championship.
You know, to me, it was clear that you weren't all about yourself when you got hurt, and then I think you only missed one game. And you were, you know, a lot of other players in today's era would be more cautious. Is this going to hurt me with the draft and all those kinds of things? And at that point, obviously, we didn't know what was going to happen. But you got right back out. You didn't hesitate. You wanted to play. You want to lead Illinois, obviously, to the Big Ten title and what we were hoping was something obviously beyond that. What goes into that mindset of that it's not just about you, that it's about the greater, you know, goals that you have for your teammates, for your team, for your university in this instance?
Well, that's just that Mamba mentality, having that mentality where if I'm able to go, I'm going to go. If I'm able to go out there and perform, I'm going to perform, man. At that time of the season, it was a rough time. I think we were on a 5-game losing streak game. Like you said, we were trying to win a Big Ten. So I knew that just try to get my treatment in. I knew that if I came back and tried to help us win a game, we had an opportunity to win the Big Ten, and we did. We were one game out of winning the Big Ten. So that's just a competitiveness in me. That's just a drive in me to try to, you know, win and be great.
So, look, we all hope there's going to be a season on time. I'm convinced there will be a season. We just don't know exactly when it could start, but I'm confident. I know you are as well. How much, though, did not having a postseason this past season factor into this decision?
Oh, definitely. It factored into it a significant amount because I wasn't able to show what I could do on the big stage. You know, that's really where everyone comes out. All the NBA scouts come out and watch the Big Ten tournament and the NCAA tournament, and I didn't have the opportunity to come out and prove to them, let them see me in person, you know, how hard I could, how hard I defend, you know, how my body looks in person. And with not having a time or a date or a location for the combine, I didn't have the opportunity either. So the best decision for myself is to come back, because now with me coming back, they're going to want to see us play because we're going to be a top 5 team. They also want to come see me play in person, and that's what I can have each and every game next year. You know, I'm dedicated as if it was a tournament game last year.
All right, so you're back. Kofi Coburn's back. Trent Frazier's back. Georgie's back. Really, Griffin's the only significant player off of this past team who won't be back. Solid newcomers. What do you see that I know I see as to why this Illinois team could certainly be top 5, one of the teams to compete for the Big Ten title, and this loaded Big Ten that means also a national title.
We have the pieces. We have shooters. Coach Andy and the staff did a great job of implementing and recruiting a lot of shooters. Adam Miller, Coleman Hawkins, great shooters who can stretch the floor out. We have depth. We have guys who can come in and, who are going to gain this trust to be able to play. And Andre Capello and Brendan Libbs, so many. We had a good freshman class coming in. Then we also have the veterans coming back. DeMonte Williams been in the program for 4 years. He knows what's expected. Trent Frazier, he knows what's expected. Georgie, getting his rhythm back going, on a great team. I'm looking forward to seeing him play. And of course, Kofi, and then the 2 grad transfers there, being able to come in and just give their pieces. I know they're hungry to play. They didn't play last year, so this year is going to be like their breakout year in their year to be excited. And then we have Benjamin. He's back. He's coming off an injury, so he's excited to come out and show what he's been working on and showing the rehab, the work he's put in the weight room. And then, of course, we have Jermaine, good piece who last year didn't get a lot of time, but he's getting better and better. So we have overall a great team, and with me leading the team and me being a leader out there and, just being an overall alpha dog is going to ultimately help us win games. So,
if there's something to pick apart, you could pick apart your three-point shooting percentage-wise, not clutch-wise, because you are a timely three-point shooter. You obviously hit big shots at the end of game, at the end of shot clock situations, and you've scored in a variety of ways in those situations. But to get that percentage up, once you can get back on a regular basis in the gym, how much do you want to make sure that that's the consistent part of your game that you improve?
I'm on a regular basis right now. I'm in the gym every day. I'm working on my game every day, and that's something I'm totally confident is going to change. I'm not worried about that. I've been putting so much work into it. Like I said, I'm coming out this season to just show the proof to myself that I can get better from the first day to the next day. I'm trying to get better each day, and overall, like Kobe Bryant said, the much more you emphasize on getting better day by day, the much more separation you get from your peers. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to just get better day by day. And, so I'm excited to show what I've been working on.
All right, so I want to get your reaction. Luka Garza back, Aaron Henry back, Marcus Carr back. We just talked about, obviously, you and Kofi, but the fact that the Big Ten should have Illinois, Iowa, Wisconsin, Michigan State. I could go deeper with Rutgers, Michigan, Indiana. This league's going to be loaded. What's your reaction to what you've heard over the weekend in terms of all these key players that you're going to be competing with coming back in the Big Ten?
I'm pretty excited, and I'm pretty confident about what we have over here. I'm not really worried about no one else. I'm just trying to focus on getting back. Find a place to live and just communicate with my teammates, get them on the same page, and having the same goal of what we have to do, and just getting, having those conversations where we know that some going to have to take the back seat, some going to have to contribute in other ways to help the ultimate goal, which is to win a national championship. I have really been focused on, who's returned for other schools, because I know when it comes down that court, they will have to see us. So, I haven't really looked on Twitter about who else returned, or that's the first time I heard when you told me.
All right, last thing. We all want this to happen. Believe it will happen. But it's going to take, obviously, a commitment. And I'm not talking about on the court. Players, students, when they come back, doing what they're supposed to, masking, when it's appropriate to social distance until we can get our arms around this. How critical will it be for your teammates? Because you're not going to have the bubble like the NBA, to make sure you're not, no one's going to these big parties or things like that they take care of business. So, there are no positive tests, to make sure that they do what they're supposed to do, just to make sure we all have the season that we want to have.
Oh, that's very important. That's one of the most important things. That's something that, me being a leader, I have to emphasize. Parties got to go away. All of those functions where you with a lot of people, that have to go away, because that the worst feeling is if we get ready for a game and you've been around someone who's exposed with COVID or anything, and that just messed up the flow. So really locking in on the directions and the fundamentals of staying safe, hand sanitizing, um, keeping social distancing, and wearing masks. That's very important. That's something that we have to do as a community to try to, get through this together. Because, like you said, we're not fortunate like the NBA where we can be in a bubble throughout the whole season. I do think maybe the NCAA tournament or the Big Ten tournament, that's something where it can be a bubble like. But the 20 to 28 games, the regular season, we're going to have to get through it by following directions and staying safe. And that's something that you're right is one of the important things.
All right, Ayo, thrilled that you're back at Illinois and in the Big Ten. Great. It's going to be great for all of us to talk about you throughout the course of the season, seeing you make those clutch shots and potentially leading Illinois to possibly a Big Ten title and who knows, maybe a Final Four. Get your shot in 2021. I appreciate it, Ayo. Stay safe.
Thank you, Andy. Always good with you.